Hi, how are you guys today? It is Tuesday. How exciting. Today is Tuesday. Okay. I'm making sure this is streaming right because I've been having some glitches with my internet. It's been fun. Okay, here we go. Oh, fudge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, what did you do? Hold. I'll be right back. Okay, can you hear me? Sorry about that. We had some issues in the background. I had to make sure everything was okay. Um, Here we are once again. Hello, Kenneth. Can you hear me just fine? I'm curious if you can hear me. Okay, good. You can. Thanks for joining me. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great day. And thanks again for joining me. All right, so I have some really cool things that I want to talk about. So one of the goals that I did make for myself for this year, 2022, is that I wanted to read 52 books. I have 52 books I need to read. Some of them I am rereading. Like, for instance, I'm on my third book right now, but I already read these two. Let's see. Walls of Wisdom. You Are a Badass. And then I have Extreme Ownership that I just started today. I'm on chapter 1. It's in the other room. But anyways, so I'm reading this book and I'm getting through chapter 1. And I realize I am not super focused on this book right now. In fact, in the back of my mind, I am thinking about something completely different from when or what I should be consuming, which is Extreme Ownership chapter 1, right? And so I was like, okay, well, why can I not focus on this? What am I thinking about? And it hit me, and I started to think about a patriot. Don't hear the term very often anymore, patriot. And so I wanted to come live and ask, what do you think a patriot is as of right now in today's time? What is a patriot? Please put it in the comments and let me know what your definition of a patriot is. And let me please clarify this. I am not asking for your political views. I honestly could care less what your political views are. I am asking a very specific question. I really want you to hear me here. What is a patriot to you? There's no right or wrong answer unless you start to go off on a tangent about political views. Again, I just want to know what a patriot is. Anyways, so let me know what you think about that. Seriously, I'll wait for a few comments to come through. But again, my question is, what is a patriot? What makes a patriot? What does a patriot do to be a patriot? What does a person have to do? What characteristics are there that define a person as a patriot? Like, what does that look like? Really curious to know what your thoughts and opinions are on that. Because then I started to go down this rabbit hole of patriot. Anyways, again, post in the comments what a patriot is to you. But as of right now, I don't want to know your political views. I just want to know what a patriot is. What do you think a patriot is? What defines a patriot? Seriously, I'm asking very seriously. Put in the comments, what is a patriot? Anyways, so then I started to think about the movie, The Patriot, right? Because it's one of the greatest movies ever made in the history of movies. Seriously, top 5 movies is The Patriot with the fabulous Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger. 2 of the best actors of all time. Yes. Actually, both of them are probably in the top 5. with like Robin Williams and a few others. Anyways, doesn't matter. So if you've seen the movie The Patriot, yes, we're going to have a conversation about it really quick. While you're typing in the comments what you think an actual patriot is, don't go Google the definition or anything. Just what you think right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. What is a patriot, right? Put in the comments what you think that is. Hey, Ken Moss. Hello. Thanks for joining me. So I've asked everyone to put in the comments what a patriot is to them. What makes a patriot in today's world? And the reason why I was asking this is because I started to read Extreme Ownership. And as I started on chapter 1 today, I kept thinking, and in my mind, I kept thinking about patriot. What does that mean anymore? What does that look like? How are you a patriot in today's world? Like, seriously, like, what does that mean and what does that look like anymore? And so, out of curiosity, I am now asking for everyone to share with me what they think a patriot is. And again, let me clarify this. I am not asking about your political views. Could care less. Please don't share that. If you do, that's fine. I probably won't. Anyways, I'm asking what a patriot is. So Ken Moss responded right here. A patriot is someone who believes in and lives by the U.S. Constitution. Okay, I can dig that. Okay, so Ken, like, as a person, what characteristics of a person, aside from believing in and lives by the U.S. Constitution, like, what does that mean? Like, what do they do? What do they look like? Kind of thing. Diamond, someone who loves their country. I get that. I like that. Someone who loves their country. How do you know this person is a patriot? I mean, I couldn't imagine anyone not loving the United States of America. Seriously. But what does that look like exactly? Anyways, so share your comment or share with me your thoughts and opinions on patriot. Don't Google it, Ken Moss. I said not to Google it. Just want to hear your thoughts and opinions on what a patriot is and what they look like, what they do. What does that mean in today's world and society to be a patriot? What does that look like? So move on a little bit, because as I'm thinking about, all of these things, I started thinking about one of the greatest movies of all time, which is The Patriot, right? Mel Gibson as Benjamin Martin, like super BA in there. Anyways, so I'm thinking about this movie and I haven't seen it in quite some time, but I used to watch it like on repeat all the time. And I have in the back of my mind who and what and how I think a patriot is. But then I started to think about the movie The Patriot with Mel Gibson. And I was like, was Benjamin Martin, the character that Mel Gibson is playing, was he really a patriot? Like, I don't think it started off that way. He was kind of living in his own world, not wanting to get involved at all. And then the British Army made a big, huge mistake there, and they killed one of his sons, which started his journey and the movie, in my opinion, at that point. But was he really a patriot? I mean, the title of the movie is The Patriot. Was Benjamin Martin in that movie, The Patriot, a patriot? Or was he just a vengeful father trying to, I don't know, like, settle the score? What do you think about that? Let's see. Kenwall says here, a person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. You totally Googled that. That was a Google definition of patriot, Kenwall's. You weren't supposed to Google it. I wanted to hear it in your own words. Show Ingram, hey buddy. Where's the bird? Which one? What? Which one? Huh? Hey, Lynn. Aw, you're so sweet to me. You're gorgeous, too. Ken Wall says Joe Ingram is following me around tonight. It's kind of creepy. Well, the good news is that it's online. It could be worse. Benjamin Buttons was old and got young. Thank you, Joe Ingram. What is the relevance here? Benjamin Button? What? Hey, Bruce, thanks for joining. Are you saying Donald Trump is a patriot? Is that like a person that you're putting with the term patriot out of curiosity? Just clarifying. Again, don't want to know your political views. I'm still trying to figure out Benjamin Buttons was old and got young. I don't understand, Joe. Call me Lily. Now drink this cup of happiness. You just really like putting weird things on here so I can read them out loud. That's great, Joe. Thank you, Joe. You're wonderful. Joe Ingram. Hey, Scott. Thanks for joining us. Scott, just a quick question for you. What is your idea of a patriot? What is a patriot? Who does it look like? How does it look? What do you have to do to be considered a patriot? Just a conversation after I started reading Extreme Ownership. I kept thinking about this, and then, as my thoughts always do, I started to question my own definition of what a patriot is in today's world. And then, obviously, I started to think about the movie The Patriot, because it's only one of the best movies ever created. Anyways, Joe, you are so crazy. You are so crazy, Joe Ingram. You need to go live from the gym. That is very possible. Bruce, do I really? It's so loud there. Why? Do you not have a gym? Why do you want me to go live from the gym, Bruce? I won't express my political views, but I will say this. Thank you, Ken. And Bruce comes back. I answered Ken question. What is a patriot? Very cute. I appreciate you guys. Oh, you're right, Joe. You're so right about that. So StreamYard doesn't show you which replies to other comments, which is why when I'm on Ken Walls' comment, I'm like on his lives, he's always like, I don't know what she's talking about. Well, that's why, Ken. Since you're here and we're talking about it, it happens. I am reading out of context. I have no idea what Joe is talking about here. And you said show my comment. Okay, Ken Walls. Let's see. You're so funny, Ken. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate the comments. And Scott got me something right here. He said, a patriot is all of my brothers and sisters who served in the military, fought for this great country, and still support this country. I love that, Scott. Love that. Question, Scott. Can you still be a patriot and not be in the military? And what does that look like? Just a question out of curiosity. But I love this answer. Love this. Bruce says, inspire others to be healthy and work out. Show off your own fitness, motivation. I can do that, Bruce. I do enjoy working out. Actually, and I got some pretty hefty goals. I have to gain like 30 pounds to get to where I want to be, but it's going to be 30 pounds of muscle. I just flexed in my head when I said muscle. because that's what happens when I say muscle. Anyway, sorry about that. I could try that. If I do it, I will make sure to tag you, Bruce. It'll be just for you. So, hey, Richard. Be safe. Well, thanks. I hope you're safe too. Bruce said, boom. Bruce, I will try and go live at the gym one day. Anyways, so again, I was sitting down watching, reading Extreme Ownership, which is a great book, by the way. I'm on chapter 1, and it's pretty intense, like really, really intense. And when I couldn't focus because I'm like, okay, what is a patriot nowadays? What does that look like? How can you show that you're a patriot if you choose to be one? How do you show that in today's world? Right? So I started to go through all of these questions of like who a patriot is, what they look like, what the characteristics are. Like, can you write it on the whiteboard and like, okay, categorize these traits. Okay, you're a patriot. And then I realized I stopped reading for quite some time. And then my thought bubble went into The Patriot with Mel Gibson and the character Benjamin. Like, was he really a patriot in that movie? Please tell me you have seen The Patriot with Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger. Like, you have. Please tell me you've seen that movie. Please. Anyways, one of the greatest movies ever made in the history of movies, in my opinion, top 5 for me. But I start to really think about it. I'm going to have to rewatch it just to see if I can answer my own question. But I start to think, like, was Benjamin Martin really a patriot? And what defined him as a patriot at all, if he was even considered one? I think he was at one point. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I started thinking about this. And Benjamin Martin in that movie, to me, did not start out as a patriot. Whether you decide he was one at some point or not, that's up to you. It's your opinion. Great. Let's talk about it. But he didn't start off that way. In fact, he didn't believe in violence anymore after he finished his bit with the war. But coming back into life, he was a pacifist. He didn't believe. I think he was a pacifist. I have to rewatch the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure he didn't believe in violence anymore until they messed up and killed his son on accident. And then that sent a crazy man on a rampage. And it was a great rampage to watch because it was a great movie. Anyways, so did he really start off as a patriot? In my opinion, no, because he started off as a vengeful father. He was trying to justify the death of his son. And then it just kind of catapulted into a chain of events that happened thereafter. But was he really a patriot? And it's a great question because the movie is called The Patriot. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and rewatch the movie and see if I can answer my own question on that. But if you're familiar with the movie, and I have a feeling not too many people are, because I have no comments on one of the greatest movies ever created in history. This is crazy. I digress. I'm okay. So Scott says, Alexa says a patriot is the same as what Google shows. Okay, I gotcha. So that was what Ken Walls Googled. Let me see if I can find it. He said a person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. I believe that was the number one search result when you typed in patriot on Google. So that was like the number one definition or thing you could search for on Google. Which is why I said not to do that. Just saying. I was just trying to get you to wake up, Alexa. I think I have my Alexa unplugged. She was getting a little weird, gotta be honest. And then on Samsung phones, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's not Alexa, it's Bixby. But if I say Bixby too loud, all of the electronics in my kitchen go like haywire. Like, what? What do you need? Including my phone. So let's not do that. I don't have problems with Alexa. I got problems with Bixby. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in with me to entertain me in this conversation. That's cool. Ken Moss just told me to get an iPhone. I probably will not. Just saying. I kind of like the fact that all of my appliances, including my phone, like everything is Samsung. Like I can control all of the cameras around my house. I can control all of the appliances in my kitchen. I can do it all from my phone. It's fantastic. Really is. Really, really is fantastic. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. It is Tuesday. It is 8:12 p.m. And I'm going to go spend the rest of the evening with my kiddo, talk to him about how school went and all the good stuff. By the way, maybe you guys can help me with this because I really do need some parenting advice. Ken Malls, maybe you can help me too before you go. My son hates school. Hates school. He was so excited to go back. And then he comes back home and he's like, Mom, you told me to find one thing, at least one thing that I love about school. And I don't have one thing that I love about school. And so I'm kind of in a place where I feel so terrible because I loved school. I don't know how to help him. So any suggestions that you have to help me help him with taking an interest in school, please let me know. I'd appreciate any input you got. Except for you, Ken Moss. Except for you. He just has to finish high school. Once he's finished, he's got his GED, he can do whatever he wants. Just saying. Let's see. Richard, you said tell be with friend. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I know school is really not made for everybody, and I'm learning that it was definitely not made for my kid. He's brilliant. He is so smart and witty and clever, like all of the things. And, when you tell a 9-year-old boy he has to sit down and be quiet for 8 hours a day with only 15 minutes to eat his food and 15 minutes to play, I can't imagine that being that fun. Or anyways, doesn't matter what I think. If you have any suggestions on how to get a 9-year-old to like school better, let me know in the comments. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And if you catch the replay, share with me what your thoughts are on a patriot and what does that look like in today's world and how to be one. Let's see. He doesn't want to conform. No, he does not. Ken Walls. We could have a very long conversation on Cole and the way his mind works. He's got such a beautiful mind. He really, really does. He's so smart. And if he wants to figure something out, he figures it out in detail. It is insane. He's great. Here, Ken. Are you happy? Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Share what you think a patriot is. What does that look like? How to be one? And then 2, you got any tips on how to help a 9-year-old like school a little bit more? I'd appreciate that too. But thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you guys another time. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you soon.